Multimedia is always changing, and the future of multimedia has a lot in store. Some of the topics being discussed in the future of multimedia are cloud computing, open source software, intellectual property, and artificial intelligence. Cloud computing is an on-demand access to the internet and allows people to access computer resources and services around the world. Cloud computing has revolutionized the way businesses and individuals use and manage IT resources, offering cost efficiency and accessibility that traditional infrastructures often cannot match. Some uses for students would be that they don't have to buy the newest device, or that they don't have to get the largest flash drive or external hard drives to store their information. The cloud would allow businesses to use IT services from third-party companies to save money. They can use outside resources as well to allow their business to expand and not need to house the internal IT department. There are many benefits and disadvantages to this option. Some pros are its ability to have instant, on-demand access and a well-cost-saving option, along with less money spent on devices and resources. It also provides on-demand access, where cloud resources can go up or down as needed, allowing them to only pay for what they use. Broad network access is also beneficial to this. With it being accessible over multiple platforms, information can be retrieved from cell phone, laptop, or tablet. The use of cloud computing has its share of challenges and potential drawbacks. Security is a big concern for many organizations when it comes to the cloud. While well-known cloud providers take heavy care in their security measures, there's always a risk of data breaches. Organizations need to set strong security practices in place to make sure nothing goes wrong. Data privacy can be a concern for businesses if they are not aware of what type of data privacy regulations are in place, since their info might be stored in different countries. Limited control also pops up when businesses rely on a cloud provider for service availability, updates, and maintenance. This can cause issues for businesses with requirements or regulatory constraints because they are giving up too much of their control. Open source software can be modified, reproduced, and distributed by programmers, unlike, for example, Google Chrome, which is only free to use as is. Some examples of open source networks is Mozilla Firefox, which is a browser, Audacity, which is a DAW, Blender, which is a 3D computer graphics system, Linux, which is an open source operating system, and Python, a programming language system. It's credited with advancing the growth of technology and the web as anyone can contribute. It's cool because people can work together to improve and share their ideas. Who owns it, you may ask? Well, the creator. They are only allowing a license for the users to reproduce, modify, and distribute it. And how do they make money? Through donations, support services, hosting, and working with other companies. Intellectual property refers to creations of the mind, such as inventions, artistic works, designs, and symbols. Ownership is established upon creation of the work. When you use another person's work and do not attribute that work to the author, including copying the text, or paraphrasing a phrase, or summarizing an idea, you are essentially committing plagiarism. For demonetization, a YouTube channel can become demonetized if the channel unlawfully uses someone else's intellectual property. This could be using a copyrighted piece of music during the introduction of a video, or uploading a video or film claiming to be the owner. You can avoid demonetization by crediting the creator of the content. What do you need to know about IP, things to do and things to avoid? Well, any type of work you create, based strictly off of your own knowledge, and what you've acquired is yours. Any information you pull directly from a source outside of your own knowledge should be then cited. Fair use permits a party to use a copyrighted work without the copyright owner's permission, for purposes such as criticism, comments, news reporting, teaching, scholarships, or research. These purposes only illustrate what might be considered as fair use. Fair use is determined case by case. 4 factors to look at for fair use are the purpose and the character of the use, the nature of the copyrighted work, the amount used, and the effects of the use in the market. Last but not least, artificial intelligence. AI is the simulation of human intelligence processed by machines, especially computer systems. Specific applications of AI include expert systems, natural language processing, and speech recognition. Text-generating AI can be used to write essays and poems, as other types of AI can be used to create a multitude of different works. AI and IP. Copyright only applies to works expressing the creativity of the creator. Therefore, there is a gray area regarding the use of people's voices and likeliness without their permission. For example, Heart on My Sleeve, featuring AI-generated voices of Drake and The Weeknd. Sounds like a very similar song those two would make together, but is all completely AI-generated. Thank you for tuning in and listening about these 4 major components of the future of multimedia.